pretend. Keep on driving and driving along the road tonight. Lost my head over my back between the jars and bottle jack. Just me and all the red lights. Keep on driving and driving. In the heat from a hot California, I forgot how you look like in rain. I swear I never thought it would matter if I'm gone by now. All my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good, you got me good. I keep on driving till it bends, still it feels like I pretend. Keep on driving and driving along the road tonight. Lost my head over my back between the jars and bottle jack. Just me and all the red lights. Keep on driving and driving. All the memories just lingers on repeat like it is never gonna stop. I can't help myself from feeling all alone, but you got me good, oh, you got me good. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if if you might mess it up. Shine, go ahead and shine, darling, go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling, go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you've tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. Yes, I'm the winner, yeah. 'Cause I'm the winner, yes. Am I awake or am I dreaming? So far gone, I won't look back. And when I move, there ain't no stopping me. You're pushing me up to the top. I saw the clouds looking angry, but then the sky reached my mind. And when I space out, I see the possibilities unfolding the way that I want. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You cut me loose. You make me win in every way. Win in every You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner, yeah. Oh, how is everybody? Welcome to Canva Made Easy News. This is our weekly live to teach you a little something about Canva. And today we are going to be talking about Zoom virtual backgrounds. I hope you're excited and you want to create a Zoom virtual background. All right, so I don't have all of my, as I would say, my ducks in a row. I have most of the things set up, but I haven't set up the scene that shares the Zoom account to do the thing. So as I'm teaching this, I will be messing with like all of this pretty that's going on here on the live stream to make sure that when we re-edit the video, it will be one beautiful piece of content we can put out. So this is what I call creating content live and on the fly that we're going to then edit later and turn into like a shorter thing. So I'll be messing with ECAMM to make sure that we have all the right settings. So I've got the settings ready to go, but if you are excited to learn how to create a Zoom virtual background, then let me know. We've also got our VIPs that are starting to jump on in. Where's my VIPs?
There. Oh, just Sarah. They're very quiet today. Hello, Sarah. They're going to start piling in now. So, how are you, Sarah? It's been a minute, not long between visits.
About 24 hours.
I love that you're always in and hanging out in the VIP room. I can see a lot of our VIPs are starting to join us. Kat's going to let them in for us. Kat looks like me today. That's okay. All right, guys. Well, Zoom virtual background. Have you ever done this before inside of Canva? Nope. Excellent. We're teaching you something new. All right, so let me set up for the training portion and then we'll be doing live Q&A. And if you're watching out there on the live stream, well, I like to know who you are and if you're brand new to the Sparkle world. Please type in the word new and let me know if you're brand new to the Sparkle world so we can welcome you. And if you are a sparkler, then you know what to do. Drop me some sparkle hearts, baby. Some purple hearts and sparkles. I love it. Bring it. Bring on the sparkles. So throw them in the chat. Hey, Jackie. Jackie, ooh, let's move these down where they're supposed to go. Jackie loves that song. Yes. So anyone who wants to know where I get my songs from during the live stream, the cool part about the songs is, well, I don't get into trouble for them, for one thing, because they're royalty free. I pay a subscription to these guys over here. Epidemic Sound. So I pay a monthly fee and I listen to Epidemic Sound all the time, even when I'm not streaming, but I don't get into trouble with copywriting infringements and issues and things because of Epidemic Sound. So we do have that trial if you want to go and grab it. It's awesome. I'm always on there looking for new playlists. I like to dance. And so I always rock out when we start any new session. So if you love our music, then yeah, here she is. She's dropping me the sparkle. Yay! Hey, and we've also got some purple hearts coming on in as well. Love it. Welcome, guys, to Canva Weekly News. So glad to have you all here. So as I said, I'm creating content. I'm going to edit it later to go into the Canva Club. If you're not a Canva Club member, you can join. I don't know the link. Cat, help. I tell you, I was up really late last night talking to people when I should have been sleeping. So hi to Megan if you're watching. Thank you for the conversation. I had a really fun time, but now I have a headache because I stayed up well past when I should have. All right, let's dig into the content. Ever wanted a virtual background inside of Zoom? You've seen people with those amazing backgrounds and you're like, how do I create a background for Zoom and how do I make it look professional and potentially have your own brand or style? Or maybe you just want to celebrate a day where it's your birthday, or maybe it's, Valentine's Day, and you want to just make your backgrounds inside of Zoom much more fun. And, people will actually notice you inside of Zoom when you've got a fun background. And we can do that inside of Canva. So first, let's head on over into Canva and let me show you how easy it is to create a Zoom virtual background. And I got to find the button. Here we are inside of Canva. So inside of Canva, guess what? There's already a template for that. So what we can do here in the search button in the middle, just write Zoom virtual and you will see it has Zoom virtual backgrounds and it automatically has the right size set up. So I'm going to click on this one down here because as well as having the size, it's also going to give me a starting point, some templates. So you can see here, there's some pretty fun looking Zoom backgrounds in here. And not only are they still images, but you can create video virtual backgrounds as well that actually move. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up the top and guess what? I'm going to add the word sparkle. And sparkle is also going to help to shortlist and give me more sparkly looking virtual backgrounds to choose from. All right. Now, when you choose a background or a starting point, you will see some of them have this little pro feature, which means some of the elements inside of it, you do need to have a pro account, or if you want to, if they don't have anything, then you can just click them and you know that all the elements inside of it is using all free elements, and the same as when you're designing it. But let's just start from scratch. So I'm going to take off the word sparkle and just do virtual background. And I'm going to choose this template here, which is totally blank. All right, I wasn't quite happy with anything that I saw in that list, and I want to dig in as fast as I can. So you can see again, when we come in down the left-hand panel, we can see that there are some suggestions and ideas for backgrounds that you can choose. But what I'm going to do is I want to have a sparkling, moving background. So I'm going to come over here to the Elements button over here, click on Elements, and then I'm going to come up the top here and I'm going to write in the word sparkle. And I'm going to come to the video button here. So I'm going to choose video. And we can see there's lots of fun moving sparkles going on. So I'm going to, and we can see how long each of the videos are based on the seconds there as well. And you know, guys, I love me some purple. So I'm also going to add in some purple, but it has to be the blurple purple, which means it's more on the blue side, not the maroon side of purple. What is this one? Oh, that's quite special. What other ones have they got in here with a bit of blurple purple? Oh, that one's kind of a bit of both of the blurple purple and the red purple. I've got to be quick though. I can't keep you guys here for hours, like going through all of these awesome. Look at them. Oh my God. It's almost rainbow and it's nearly got all of my branding colors in it. Sally, choose something. Choose something. Oh, the decisions are so hard. All right, let's go up the top here. Let's just choose something so we can get stuck in. This is pretty funky. I like it. All right. So I'm going to pull in that video and then I'm just going to stretch it out to cover my entire background there. Now, you can type some words into this, or I already have down here in my logo folder, I've already got my logo for the Sparkle Class Academy. So I'm going to actually bring in my logo and I'm going to just pop it up there in the corner, and it sparkles and it's a moving image. I mean, and it's purple. You can't go wrong. It may be not quite on the blurplerish side that I would like, but it's pretty good. All right, so now what we do is we download this. So we click the download button at the top here and we go and we just download it as an MP4. So let's do the downloading and let it do its thing. Now, what I'm going to do is we're going to head on over now to Zoom and I'm going to show you how to actually use this virtual background. So let's head on over into Zoom. All right, guys, now this is where I'm editing to add Zoom. So bear with me while I come here and I go, I've got to change. Where are we? Make sure I'm choosing the right element. Actually, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this scene and I'm going to clone it and I'm going to write Zoom. So this is me now playing inside of ECAMM to make this work. So first thing I want to do is see if I can change. We want to keep the shape. We want to come into Zoom and go to Zoom here. Oh, look, our VIPs are hanging out in Zoom. Isn't that cool? All right, so let's do some resizing of this guy. Oh, that doesn't need to be there. So that I can get all of Zoom in shot and actually change it to speaker view. So I'm at the top there. And let's pin me here. Let's pin me here. Oh, look at that. That's going cray-cray. And we're just going to bring in a standard camera. So for those who are in the VIP room, guys, what you will need to do is if you could jump on over to the live stream, you will actually be able to see what's going on better once we set this up. So I'm going to get this into frame and resize that and make sure that we can see all of the pieces. Excellent. All right, and then I can stretch this guy out and I can bring this guy down. This is how we, oh no, we need to keep all of the elements inside so we can see the full zoom window. All right. And maybe what we'll also do is, because this is going into the video, we might just slightly crop that there. Sorry, VIPs, I'm hiding you for the, for the training. Still love you guys, still love you. All right. All right, let's do the recording. Oh, look, here we are in Zoom, and there's two of me. Hang on, where am I? Hello down there. Hello. Oh, hello up there. I feel like the Brady Bunch right now. Look at me. I'm in a phone and on the computer at the same time. Okay, so here we are inside of Zoom, and this is how we add a virtual background. You will come down here to the little, hang on, got to come to Zoom and show you. You'll come down here to the little background button here for your video, and under that, let me just go to full zoom. Actually, I've got to pull in all of these things because this is not going to work. I've got to pull in heaps of things and actually show more than just the one zoom window. Bear with me, guys. The scene is still not right. So I need to change this little guy to zoom everything. There we go. That's going to work now. And make sure participants window is closed. All right, now when I hit the button, there we go. That's better. All right. Excellent. All right, let's try that one again. Okay, here we are inside of my computer. I'm on a phone and that way. Hello on Zoom. Hello on phone. Yes, Brady Bunch going on. All right, so I'm going to show you how to add a virtual background using what we just created inside of Canva. So what we do is we come down here to the camera button, and if you come...
It's not sharing your screen on the live.
It's not sharing my screen on the live. Are you talking about in... Are you talking about in the Zoom room or in the live?
The Facebook group.
It's not sharing my screen in the Facebook group.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right, let me see what's going on there because it should be. I wonder if there's a privacy thing that's not letting me share because it's Zoom. I wonder if they've done something to it.
Should be seeing the screen.
All right, let me go into Canva Made Easy. All right, let's go Canva Made Easy. Go to the live. Oh, yes, it is. It is. You can see Zoom. I can see Zoom. Yes, it is. Are you talking about in the VIP room, Kat, or are you talking about on the live?
In Facebook group. I
Yeah.
can see you working in Canva.
Yes, it is. Oh, I'd finished. I'd finished in
Okay.
Canva. Yeah. That was the first part of the video. It should have shared because it's the same window. I haven't changed windows.
Okay.
All right. All good? Okay. I think we're good. Let's try for another take. Now, where's my Zoom window hiding? I think I've moved it behind Canva. All right, there we go. If it's a problem, we'll go back and edit it, but I'm pretty sure it's good. Oh, look, Angela's already done it. She's beaten me to the punch. All right, I've got to do the training and then we're going to come and see everybody who's in the VIP room. Maybe go and do it now and we'll be able to come back to you. So I'm going to try this again. All right, here we are inside of Zoom. Yes, I'm in Zoom and I'm down there. There I am. Look, I'm in a phone as well. All right, so this is how you add your virtual background. So we've downloaded the video from Canva, and then you're going to come here into Zoom, and under settings on the video button, you're going to come here to choose a virtual background. So, whoa, let's do that, and let's pull this over into screen. Let's make that smaller. It's not going to make it smaller. That's okay. So let's just put it in the center of Zoom, and let's try and close that again and see if it works. Choose a virtual background. No, that's the wrong button. I chose ECAMM. Yes, silly sausage. I tell you, it's all going off today. I shouldn't have stayed up so late chatting to people. Let's try that again. All right, so here we are with the virtual background open, and you can see in here that Zoom actually does give you some options that you can use, and if we click on them, you can apply them here, see, to the video. Oh, look, P1 is, or P2 is standing out. But up the top here, you can add an image or a video. So we're going to add an image or a video. And it's a video because that's what we've done. So we're going to click add video, and I'm going to navigate to where I downloaded that file from Canva, and I'm going to download it where I added it from Canva. And there it is. Look at that. So once that's done, all I have to do is just close the window just like that. And look at me. Here I am. And P1, oh no, that's P2. P2 is like popping his little head in on my shoulder. My microphone is doing its thing as well. It's floating out in the air. I think if I move myself a little bit, anyway, it is what it is. But we sparkle. Look at that. How cool is that, right? Okay, so I can already see some of the VIPs here are already starting to do that. Let's bring the VIPs back on the screen. We have... Oh, I'm going to do this button, Sally. Use this button here. All right. So, VIPs, if you want to, join myself and Angela and we can sparkle. You've chosen exactly the same one as me, baby. I love it. Oh, look at our VIPs. So there we go. That is how you create a virtual background. And my challenge, let's come back to me so we can chat about this. So there you go. That's how you create a virtual background. And my challenge to you is now go and create your own virtual background. And I want you to go live using Zoom. Okay. Smart people, Google, you'll figure it out. Go live inside of the Facebook group using Zoom. If you can't do it by going live, then just open Zoom, record yourself and upload the video, okay? So there's a record button in Zoom. Record yourself with the virtual background, show it off, and then convert it. You know, when you shut down Zoom, it'll convert to a video, and then you can upload that video into the Canva Made Easy Facebook group, and then it'll be awesome. And we can all share and sparkle together. You don't have to use a sparkle background, but, you know, if you want to share some sparkle love, you will. All right, I better switch back to the right camera for the VIPs. Let me do that. And... why are the VIPs still seeing the Zoom room? Oh, I've got to turn off the virtual background. That would work. All right, let's go into video settings. Let's go to virtual background. Sorry, guys. This is what happens when Sally does not plan. There we go. All right. So there we go. We have a beautiful virtual background. We're going to come into... no. Oh, I swear. Sally stayed up way too late last night. Just saying. Way too late. You can blame Megan from KAJABI for me, like, losing my marbles today. All right. So let's get all of the sounds in the right place. So this one needs to go into ECAMM, and this one needs to be on my speakers so I can hear you. And let's come to the VIPs. And I'm going to come to Angela first because she's sparkling already, baby. Look at you taking action in the room. Hey there, girl.
Of course, I'm following my beautiful sparkling instructor. And you know, purple is my favorite color. So I was like, let me jump in on that. Hey, and this one, if you notice this one that I have now, I did my logo, but I didn't do the PNG, but I did I removed the background.
Yeah.
See, that means that you're a good instructor.
Oh, I am. Look at me go. Let's have a look at you. Yay. That looks so cool. All right, I'm going to remove that. Let's remove my spotlight and let's just put you center stage right there in the middle. Look at you. She's sparkling, baby. I love it. I love it. All right. So let's go around the room and have a chat with each of you. Did you know that you could do this, or did you learn something new? Who would like to share? Yes, Reva.
Can you hear me?
I can. Yes.
Oh, good. Yesterday. I knew you could make the different backgrounds, but I didn't ever think about doing it with Canva. And so now that I know, and you could really personalize it, this is great. I mean, this is wonderful.
So I'm going to be seeing all the VIPs with awesome backgrounds coming in.
Yeah, because I have an upcoming webinar that I need to do, and this is really will enhance what I'm going to be saying. Thank you.
Yeah, and you know, the other thing as well, when you go to like breakout rooms or you know, events like this where you are a guest, you can add your own sparkle, whether it's a background with, you know, your advertising and things like that, because people always go, wow, you know, like, because it's that little thing different. It's not like the standard Zoom virtual backgrounds. It's ones that you've made for your branding. So like you go into a room of 100 people in Zoom, when people are flicking through trying to see who's who, you're going to stand out because it's something a little different versus everyone just sitting in their lounge room or, you know, bedroom or wherever. It's personalized and branded as well. So yeah, love it.
It's perfect.
Yeah, I can't wait till our next VIP session. I expect you all to turn up with a virtual background this time next week and show your work off in the VIP room. Excellent, guys. So what about you, Tammy? Have you ever done that before or thought about it? I see you've already got a background going.
I have used the one through Zoom, but I didn't know, like she had said, that you could do it through Canva. So it's going to be cool.
Yeah, love that. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, it is live Q&A time now. So anybody out there in the big wide world watching the live stream, you can drop a question by putting a Q in the chat box. And if you are on the live stream, let me know if you have ever used Canva to create a virtual background or not, because I love to know that you've learned something new. But feel free to ask any questions using Canva or any design or branding style questions. That's what this lesson is about. Anything to do with design, branding, or Canva designing as well. So let's head into the room. Any VIPs, you know what to do, guys. Raise your hand if you have a question or you would like to share a win maybe of some kind of branding, design or Canva thing that you've done this week. Tammy, you go ahead.
I just have a question about like colors. Is there anything where like colors that work better than others? Is there any place where there's data that you can find out?
Yeah, sure. So what you can do is inside of Canva, they do, let me go and find it for you. They actually do have an option. I'm just going to search for it where you can find, let me find it first so I can take you to the right place. And this is also inside of the personal branding school. So if you're a BBME person, I actually do go into a lot more of colors, or if you're in Personal Branding Made Easy course, we also do that. But let me share with you inside of Canva where to go, which will make it even better. So let's go to share screen. It's probably, yeah, that's the one. All right, here we are inside of Canva, and what you want to do is go to the web address or Google it. Like I literally put in the word, well, I even spelled color wrong, but I typed in color palette Canva. Okay, so there's a couple of places, but if you just start at this color palette generator inside of Canva, it brings you to here. The color palette generator allows you to upload an image. So if I just go here to upload an image, and I'm going to just go into I'm looking for an image that I have. All right, so here's some images that I recently made for our new calendar. So I'm just going to bring in one of these. So this was our Community Connect graphic that I made, but it can be any image that you might like. So for example, you might find an image online and go, "Ooh, I really like those colors." And if you bring it in here, it's going to pull out the main colors in that image and give you options and show you what their hex codes are as well. Or you can click on demo image and you can literally scroll through different images and they give you a color palette option from the images. So that's one place to go, which is the color palette generator. Now the other one is the color palettes that's available inside of Canva, and they give you lots of different color palettes that already work together. As you can see, there's like 99 pages of different color palettes, so you're probably not going to want to go through all of the color palettes, but here in the keyword, you see here in the keyword search, you can type in a color, a theme, or a keyword. So of course, I'm going to type in purple, and it's going to give me versions of purple color palettes that I can look through. Or maybe I want something like sunshine, right? And now it's going to give me color palettes around sunshine. Or maybe my industry is fashion. Let's have a look at some fashion colored templates. Or maybe we work with animals. Nothing. Well, there you go. Let's try. Nope, nothing under animals. All right. Maybe we have nature. That's probably a better one. And so now you're looking at more of those muted tones in nature. So this is a great way to be inspired to choose, or you can, oops, what am I doing here? Or you can just go through 99 pages and find something that you like, but the color palettes is another one. So the shortcut URL to get to this main area inside of Canva is canva.com/colors. Now it's the colors without the U. So not the way we write it here in Australia. It's this way. Okay, so it's just canva.com/colors, and you can come into that palette generator. You've got palette ideas, even a color wheel. So a color wheel, there are different types, and it explains under here what complementary colors are. So the colors that literally live opposite each other. And then you've got monochrome, which means they're the same color, they just get lighter and darker. So it's about adding white. Or then you've got it's three colors side by side. Then triadic is always a triangle. So if we went to pink, it would be pink, blue, and yellow. And then this one is 4. So if we went to, say, this pink, then it would be opposite and then opposite again. And then under here, it also gives you some color theory around what primary colors, secondary and tertiary colors are. Teaches you about warm and cool colors. If you look at my fingers, when I designed my nail polish, I've got a cool hand and I got a hot hand. So I actually chose warm and cool colors when I designed my fingernails. Teaches you about tints and shades and tones, which means adding white or grey or black. So there's lots of colour theory here to teach you directly inside of Canva. And then this colour wheel, you can come in here and sort of choose your main colour. So like we would go into Sally's kind of blue side of purple, the blurple. And then I could skip through and go, what type of colors. So if I went triadic, it would tell me, well, these are the ones for triadic if I move around. And then if I want like the four-sided one, I would come down to here and I could move around and choose the four. So this is another way to find colors that work really well together as well. Now, I've gone on and on, but I think it's great. I used to teach colour theory at universities, and you get me into colours and I'll stay there all day. So there we go, guys. Oops, wrong screen. We've got to come to the VIP room screen. That should have been fairly helpful, Tammy. Did you like that?
Yes.
Excellent. Awesome. All right. Who else do we have? We've got some people jumping on in here. Dropping in late. That's okay, Gretchen. But we'll go back. Yes, you use Canva daily for opening video. Yes. Love it. We do that too. See all of the stuff going on here inside of ECAMM? All preset up. Most of it. Not some of it was done in ECAMM, but a lot of it is borders and background stuff going on, all using Canva to create these. And you know that opening intro that I have with all the sparkle and all that going on when I start a live stream? All done in Canva. So there you go. All right. Other questions inside the room? If anyone has questions, feel free to drop them with a Q in the chat box. VIPs. Oh, have we frozen? Looks like maybe it's me. Is it me? No, it's ECAMM. Or everyone's just really still. I think everyone's really still. I thought you had frozen, but everyone was really still. So let's do some key takeaways from our VIPs. What is something that you're like, that you learnt today or you have learnt in the last week from all the things we go through? Let's go to Jacqueline. If we don't have questions coming in, I'm going to ask you questions. That's the way I roll, baby.
Oh, well, I was trying to ask a question. I guess I'm late, thrown off. Anyway.
That's okay. Yes, ask a question. Ask away.
I did learn something on the landing page. I was struggling with that background. You know how you do the overlay? And
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but I didn't know. I never did. All this failed. Scroll down, and I didn't bump it. Where is it? And I was pulling my hair out, and then when I went back and was walking through the thank you page, guess what I discovered? And so now I want to know how to do it in Canva, but when I'm making design, but that's for a later date. I have a question about the brand kit.
Yes.
How do you get the brand kit over to your design? Canva, you just I didn't finish that lesson.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Let me show you inside of Canva where your brand kit lives. So let me come back across here where we left off. All right. So when you're in Canva, okay, and you've created your own brand kit in here, you can create multiple brand kits. And while I'm in here, I'm actually going to go into this brand kit, which has been called Unnamed Brand Kit forever. I'm actually going to name it for the Sparkle Class Academy. So you've come in and you've created your own brand kit. So I've got some images that I use regularly. That's my handwriting there in case I need it. Here's some of our values, different versions of our logos. Here's our color brand kit. And these are a lot of the typography that we use in our brand designs. So then if we go and let's just create a template for an Instagram post. So you're inside of your Instagram post. Let's just go into create. Let's just choose any Instagram post. I'm going to customize that template. All right, so there's a few places that you find your brand kit depending on what you need. So in here, if you're doing your typography, so the text, when you choose the text, you come up here into your text window. And in your text window, you will actually see here, can you see where it says Sparkle Class or SCA for Sparkle Class Academy? And there is the text choices that I chose, or I can swap between brand kits as well if they've got different typefaces, but most of you will just have one brand kit. It's just I do other things because that's what I do. I design things for other people sometimes. So that's where you'll find your typography that you put into your brand kit. So it makes it much easier to add your own sparkle, right? So let's come in here and add Sally's Sparkle so that we're using our typeface in there. All right, now the other place that you will find your brand kit information is your colors. So as you can see here, these aren't very sparkleified. So if you come to the color area where you would normally pick colors, you will see here is the Sparkle Class Academy brand kit. Or again, you can swap between brand kits if you want to. And then I can easily go and quickly go through this and sparkleify it. So let's add more of a purple background there. And maybe on this one, I want, oh no, not that one. Let's go the dark color and the blue. And now also my text down the bottom here, I want to choose a color for that. And again, the color palette is here, and I'm going to choose one of our kind of, it's a bit of a silvery white color that we have there. So now we've sparkleified that design. Now the other thing that you've added is images. So images actually live down the side here. Now if you don't see it down the side here, it may be under more, and as soon as you click on it, it adds it to the side panel. So if I sort of come here and I close, so you can clean up this side panel by clicking the close button on each of these things if you're not using them. And see, like last week we did the QR code, and you can clean up this area and sort of see the things that you use regularly. These ones at the top here, these all are always there, but everything else you can add in. So if it's not in your side panel, you click on more, okay, and you will see that it lives here. And as soon as you click on it, right, it adds it to your side panel, and it'll probably live there forever, right? I never normally take it off. But then you can see in here are all those images that I had uploaded into my brand kit. So I can click on those and add them in. Oh, look, it looks like Sally's talking. Let's do a resize so it sits a bit better, and I can take that off there. Look, it looks like I'm talking out of my phone. So there we go. There's 3 main places. Colors, types, and images are all found in different locations, but easily accessed as you're designing. So let's head back. Oh, wrong button again.
Thanks, it'll be easier now.
Yay. All right, there we go. Easy fix. And yeah, it makes your design process so much quicker and easier, because especially because I know you've been through Personal Branding Made Easy course, and you will have set up a brand kit. Now it's going to save you so much time when you're creating all of your designs. So excellent. Great question. I'm sure lots of people learnt something there. All right. Yes, we've got a live someone on YouTube who we've got here. Leanne or Eileen sorry if I butchered your name. Canva has so many wonderful tools we can use. It does, honestly. Like, I am a graphic designer for going on 20 years in graphic design. Oh God, I'm showing my age. And I'm a huge fan and lover of the Creative Suite. So I use Photoshop, InDesign, and Illustrator. I still use them daily, but I also use Canva. When I can't be bothered coming up with a design myself, I will jump into Canva. Or if I need to whip out a quick video, I'll just jump into Canva. More of the logo designs and technical things I do in Illustrator and InDesign, because there's just, you know, I live and breathe that stuff when I used to teach it all the time. But Canva speeds up the process, especially if you are not a designer. You don't have to be, because you've got amazing designers that have created these designs that Canva now lets you use as well. All right, next with a hand raised is Reba. How can I help you?
Okay. I was just going to say, because I've seen your, your intros, and I'm in a lot of pop-up webinars where we have these 15-minute breaks, and this would be perfect because I usually have those static, screens that are sitting there. But I looked at yours that you made, I guess you sent today with I guess you're doing something, I guess I'm trying to find it, where you're having these little microphones come out. I thought that was the coolest thing. So did you do that with Canva?
Yeah, that's Canva. Yep. So
good.
I
think that is just so cool.
Thank you. So I can actually show you that one because it's sitting in my Canva account. So let's go over to Canva and I'll show you what we did there. Okay.
And I can leave a message on the screen because a lot of times I'm telling them to do something. So that 15-minute break between the different groups that are coming in, what a perfect way to do it.
Yeah. So I'm going to just come into, well, there'll be a lot of recent designs in here, but let's just come into my recent designs. And I believe it's down past these. My girls have been very busy. Where did I put it? I know I made it for an email originally. Oh, there it is. Here. All right. So what I did was I had an image that I had actually screenshotted that was me in a video. So I just screenshotted me in a video. And what I did was did the background remover. But these things that are popping here, what they are is if we come over to elements, and then I can put in the word, I think I used speaker, and then I came to graphics, and then under graphics, I dropped this down and I chose animated graphics and apply filter. Now it mustn't have been speaker. Microphone, maybe? Nope. Oh, what else would it have been?
Maybe it was hand.
No, it was something like, there they are, reporter. So,
okay.
And see, it's moving. So I just pulled them in and then sort of lined them up here at the bottom. And then let's get this stuff out of the way so we don't need that. And there we go. And then, of course, in the background here is actually also a moving image. See that? It's a moving graphic as well. If I put in the word here, gradient, and I stay in graphics, you'll see there's lots of these. And this is like one of the, actually this one down here is one we use a lot. Which is now my computer's probably not happy because I've got too many moving things on the screen at the same time. But you can add these sorts of things in as well. Now, the way we save this, so the one that's actually on the Facebook group, for example, what I've done is I've clicked download and I've actually saved it as a GIF, which is an animated short video, okay? So it's a moving GIF. You can make your own GIFs in this as well, right? You see those GIFs that everyone adds and is using in their stories and things. You can make your own, and you save it as a GIF, and then it'll save as an animated file, or the other one is an MP4. But the thing with an MP4 is you need to be able to turn it on loop, okay? Because once a video gets to the end, it stops. But a GIF, when it gets to the end, it loops, automatically loops, and just keeps going. So just be aware that if you use the MP4, whatever program you put it into, it needs to loop. You see, inside of the ECAMM, so the software I'm using right now to come to you guys, this is, there is a function in here, because see that picture in the background that we have here in this setting, that loops, okay? And I've chosen the video on that to just keep looping over. So it's actually a video file. So you've just got to be aware of what software and what platform you're using it in. And this is also how, if you go in to have a look at my emails that I send out and they've got animated GIFs, that's what they are. You can't embed a video into an email, but you can embed an animated GIF and have animations inside of your emails as well. So hopefully that's helpful.
Yes, you have enhanced my webinars.
Yay! Excellent. Sarah, how can I help?
I had a question on the assignment that we had a couple of weeks ago for the game where you took a snapshot of it. Do you remember? We did a series of pages and it scrolled through, and then when you took a screenshot, it shows the answer to the question.
Yes, yes.
Right? Well, I did mine, and somehow when I rendered it from Canva into the MP4, I got a blank screen on the first page. So as it was,
okay.
When you
I think I know what
it, and you. Okay, go ahead.
Have you gone back and actually watched the remake of that training? So I redid the training and put it into the Canva Made Easy course because there was some issues with it when I filmed it, and I remade the training.
I thought I had.
So
and I actually
yeah. So when I first made it, what I did was I was adding an animation to a piece of text, which was actually making it flicker because of the animation. So what I said was add an element to add an animation, but actually just make it fully transparent. Okay. So once it's fully transparent, you don't actually see it. So what I'm thinking is happening to yours, go and click on the background image or anything and make sure there's no animations happening inside of that, because if it's a fade in animation and it's only 1 second, that fade in or 0.1 of a second is nothing. That's why the first page is probably nothing. So just go and click through all of the elements in your design and make sure there's no animations on any elements. You do have to add an animation to get that 0.1 second so that we can then, you know, do the 1 second video flick. But just add a random element, make it fully transparent, and then we don't actually see the original animation that was added to the page. And it will stop all that flickering and everything that was going on when I first showed you guys how to do it.
Okay, I didn't have any flickering. It's just that as it was looping through, there was that blank page. And some people, when they clicked on it, that's what they got. So it was kind of frustrating.
Yeah, so go and check that there's no animations on all of those elements and let us know. If there isn't, then I'd like to problem solve that and figure out what's happening for sure. I love problems.
I'll let you know.
Excellent.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Robin, how can I help you?
Yeah, I actually created the background, but it's asking me for a green screen when I try to select it as a virtual background in Zoom.
Okay.
Any thoughts?
Let me have a look. I'm just going to open up the virtual background. Have you got I have a green screen ticked below?
I'll just turn that off now, but
Yep.
then it won't let me select. It says doesn't support video virtual backgrounds. There you go. There's the answer.
Okay.
My device doesn't support video virtual background.
Well, I wouldn't know. Are you on a free version of Zoom? I'm wondering if it's a free version thing or.
That is a free version.
Yeah. What about everybody else who's got the moving backgrounds? Are you guys in a free version of Zoom, or are you paying for Zoom? Angela, are you paying for Zoom?
No.
No. Okay. I'm wondering why then. I would Google that to find out why why it's not supported. I'm wondering if there's maybe a setting that you can turn on. I've never come across that before. Everyone I've sort of been with has always been able to, but I'm sure Google is your friend and will have an answer for the Zoom side of things for you.
Well, my computer won't let me. It says my computer is not able to handle a background.
Okay, so it might be that, I don't know what the technical terms is, but the moving pieces or the bits inside the computer, there may be like, I don't know what they're called because my husband sorts out that kind of stuff, but maybe what it is the thing that makes like things move. Maybe it's not powerful enough to support that.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I don't know what the word is. If anyone does know, CPU, RAM, I got no idea. One of those things.
The RAM.
It's the RAM.
It's the RAM. Yeah, because mine will use a lot of RAM. That's why I'm constantly checking it to see. But it'll use a lot of RAM, like when I'm doing Facebook and I'm doing the live and stuff, especially with the video.
Well, I just got my husband to order me a new computer because with doing Zoom, ECAMM and all the things, sometimes my computer, especially because we've had these hot days, are spinning off its head. And I said to him, this is not professional. I make money on my machine. I need a new machine. So I'm sure, I don't know what he got me. Actually, let me go and have a look. I did share it with a friend in Discord to tell them what I'm getting. It makes no sense to me. But I'm getting a 16-inch MacBook Pro M1 Max 10-core CPU, 32-core GPU, and 16-core neural engine, 64 gig memory, 2 terabyte SSD. Whatever all of that means, that's what my husband said I'm getting. I got no idea.
Repeat that, Sally.
You're writing that down, are you?
So that means you got an i10, so it's an i10 core. You said 32 GPU?
Sorry, what I've got is 16-inch MacBook Pro, an M for Mary 1 Max 10-core CPU. It's a 32-core GPU, 16-core neural engine, 64 gigabyte memory, SSD 2 terabytes.
Okay, that's good. And you know what? I was worried about that memory because mine has 16, and I wanted to get a higher gigabyte of memory because that is part of the RAM. And that'll allow you to run more.
This is top, like you can't get any bigger. I think the only thing I could get bigger is maybe the terabyte size, but we mostly use a server. Yeah. We've got a few servers here in the office, and then we also use Google Drive. So I don't need a lot of storage space, but it's always good to have because you go away and you want to take things on your computer and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know what it all does. That's his department. But yeah, that is at the top of the line. I think it was 7,000 maybe. But think about it, guys. This is my business. I make a living on it every day. So, you know, and the same I would say to everybody who is an online business owner, it's an investment, not whether you have to get something that big. It's because I do a lot of graphics and live streaming, but you should always have the most up-to-date computer that you can afford to run your business, because 2 years in the computer world is a long time. And, I mean, if you can remember back to the modem days on how slow computers were, right? And my husband and I, we have a budget that we put money into every fortnight, and every other year, one of us gets a new computer. So well, I missed out for 3 years, but that's okay. We'll be okay. But that's kind of what we try to do, is one of us gets a new computer every other year, because then our computer's 2 years old. And I think Shalene Johnson made me realize, she made a statement once that you cannot scrimp on your hardware if you're running an online business. You have to stay up to date. And that's when I started the computer budget fund. I use the envelope system in our family and in our business, where I got an envelope for everything, even for like the dogs. I know how much money I spend on the dogs every year, and put money into a bank account for them. Now the birds as well. Now, Karen, I think you're next. How can I help you? And then we've got a couple of cues coming in the chat as well.
So what is better to do? Like, I did my graphic and I do mirror, because if I'm teaching that and I'm going with my right hand and I'm saying right and my left hand's going because it's not mirrored. So up there, it looks right. I mean, on the main screen, but then on your little screen,
it's back the front.
My name looks backwards.
Yeah. So whatever you just did, do the opposite of that. So when you do your design in Canva, because you're using mirror, so like I'm not using mirror, so my hand's moving to the left, but on my screen it's moving to the right. Okay. So when you design in Canva, just flip everything. Okay. So
that's what I did. So it looks right on my screen, but then when I look at yours, the little
it's
screen,
backwards.
like along the top, I'm fine.
Yeah.
But in your screen, I'm backwards.
Yeah.
Or the lettering is backwards.
Yes, correct. The lettering is backwards. So maybe you don't need to flip it then.
But see, up here it looks right.
On your side it does. That means it's wrong for us, because when I'm looking at my screen, when I'm moving to my left, am I moving to the left or right for you?
Right.
Yeah, I'm moving to the left. So you, because you work mirrored, you don't. What I'm thinking is, it figures that stuff out for you. Your background.
But it didn't. That's why I did end up flipping it. Because then when I went on camera, everything was backwards on my camera.
Yeah, it is on yours, but not on ours. Go and flip it now and go and replace it, and we'll check it.
So are you not, where I am along the top, you're not seeing it correctly?
Yes, correct. What you can see on my screen, okay, I'll pin it for you to make it bigger. I'll pin you so that you can see in my screen. Can you see? That's what I see.
Yeah, see, and it looks right there.
That's because your camera is mirrored. You've set yourself up for mirrored because it's better for you.
Okay, so I need to set everything so it's backwards to me. Okay.
Yeah, because you're using the mirrored feature.
Okay.
Yeah. So whatever you did there, just do the opposite. It needs to look backwards for you, so it looks forwards for us.
Okay, great.
Only because you've set up the mirrored setting. Everybody else who's not using mirrored, it should, you're like what the word dream in the background to me, I can read that. It looks like it's the right way around for me. But also when I'm moving, what's happening on the screen is not mirrored.
Okay.
All right. Cool. We got that sorted for you. All right. Excellent. Okay. So, who else? We've got some questions coming in down here as well. All right. So Elfrida is asking, let me just go replace. That's it. Okay. So Elfrida is asking, I've got to get to the screen so I can see the question. I see the cue. Sally, how do I set up my computer so I'm not looking down at the screen for my videos? Aha. Okay, so couple of tips when you're filming. So this looks like I'm looking at you, right? So this is my eye line. And if I was to tell you where my camera's eye line is probably up here. So always position the camera up here, because otherwise you get this. And everyone can see this horrible thing, right? So we always go above. That's a photography trick as well. We always shoot from above. You'll see lots of people who take selfies always hold it up high because you get the long, skinny, sexy look. So that's one thing to do. Second thing, don't look at yourself. Okay, so this is me looking at me now. Oh, look at me. I'm gorgeous. Oh, right. When you look at yourself, and if you're on this, okay, I can always tell when people are looking at themselves when they're on the phone, because when they're looking at themselves, they don't have eye contact with the viewer because they're busy checking themselves out because they're so sexy. So on here, what you want to do is you want to make sure you look, there's a little tiny dot right there. That's where the camera is. Now here's a hot tip for you. You can print a face out because people like to look at faces. Like, it takes practice to look in the camera and not down at you guys all the time. When I'm talking, I've got to remember to look at the camera because sometimes I'm like looking down here and I'm, gauging what you guys are thinking in the room and watching your head nods and all of that. But when I'm speaking, I try to look here because then I'm making eye contact with you even though I'm not making eye contact with you. So here, if you're using your camera, print a picture of a face out and cut a little hole in the eye and pin it over there. And if you're so gorgeous and you can't help but look at yourself, print a picture of you out, stick you on there and cut a hole in the eye. All right, so that'll help you make eye contact with the camera. Hopefully that's helpful. Let me know if that was helpful in the chat there, Elfrida. How did you go, Karen? You've just muted yourself.
Sorry. My question is actually on what you just said, because I'm on a 27-inch screen. So like if I'm looking at my camera, you're actually over here. That's why I always look like I'm over here.
Okay, so what I do, literally, the Zoom room is sitting directly under my camera. So I pull the window over and I put the Zoom room, it's not actually the Zoom room at the moment. Normally it's the Zoom room, but at the moment it's ECAMM, so I can make sure I'm on the right scene. So when I'm talking to a room of people and I'm in Zoom, I always make sure that I get the Zoom as close to the camera. I can't put it in the camera, but I get it as close to the camera so you're just outside my peripheral vision and I'm almost looking at you guys.
Okay, so now I need to move it like there. So I look more like I'm talking to you?
Yes.
Or do I?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's better. If your window's directly under, whatever you're looking at. So when I'm teaching in Canva, for example, like Canva sitting over there on my screen, I don't know how big mine is. It's like the width of 2 screens. It's massive. But whenever I'm teaching Canva, I always make sure to drag it over and stick it up here under the camera. So I'm not looking, but I'm still looking at Canva, but I'm not designing over here as well as when I'm teaching. So yeah, just do that. That helps.
Okay.
Awesome. All right. Oh, we've gone past the top of the hour as always. That's how I roll. Thank you, VIPs, for some really fabulous questions. Before we go, I want to go around the room. I got 3 questions. You ready? Get your pen and paper out. I got 3 questions. 1, I'm going to give you a minute to write these down. What did you learn? Just pick one thing you learnt today, because we did learn lots of things, but what's one thing you learnt today? Write that down. Number 2, what's something you're going to do differently? There must have been something that's come up in all of the conversation today. You're like, oh, yeah, I should do that more often. What is something you're going to do differently? And the 3rd question is, what do you like most about being part of the Canva VIP Club? What are you enjoying most about it? All right, I'll give you a minute to write. I should put on some like music while we're writing. Let's do that. I'm going to put on this. I love this song.
It's Sally.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling, go ahead. yourself, 'cause you're a work of art.
The volume of me back on. Hello. All right. Hopefully that gave you a minute to shine, my darling. All right. So let's hear what did you learn? What are you going to do differently? And what are you liking best? I'm going to start up the top of my screen with Karen.
I am going to, the thing I learned is the camera tricks and the mirroring. And what I'm going to do differently is I'm going to switch my backgrounds. I have my Valentine one going now. So I'm going to switch them out more, make it a little bit more interesting. And what was the other one? Oh, and what I like about Canva Club, everything. Every week it's something new to learn and to try, and it always improves my business.
Yay, love it. Angela.
Well, I have my questions written down. So what I learned is how to do the virtual Zooms efficiently, because I had done one for my travel agency with the logo on it, which I use often, but I never knew how I did it.
I see it all the time, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you just look up on something and, okay, cool, I liked it, I'm gonna let that stay. And so after watching you today, and that's why I was eager to jump in and do what you were doing.
Well, you did.
So,
you kept up and you were sparkling before me.
You see, I got glasses of sparkling champagne behind me now.
I see that. I don't need any more. I had a few drinks last night, which I haven't had alcohol for a little while, and it's definitely messed with my head.
And so the thing that I'm going to do differently is that I'll probably be changing out my backgrounds with the seasons a little bit more often. And like you said, do make you stand out when you in the big room of, because they'll remember that background. Right. You're the girl with that background. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
And what I like best is that I've always liked Canva, but you are making me love it. So
thank you so much.
That's it. I mean, but the common denominator is you, Sally.
Oh,
I know people will think that you paid me, but she hasn't paid me a dime, okay? But she's just great. And every once in a while, you'll run across a brilliant mind like hers.
Oh, you're gorgeous. Oh, thank you so much. Reba, what did you write down for the 3 questions?
Okay, what I learned was the gift. Oh, I love that, because I just saw your email one that really was amazing. So I'm going to make more of those. What I like best is now you have really improved my webinars when I'm having those 15-minute changeovers. And I, like you said, I can really boost my business because they're going to see that sitting on the screen and remember that all the time. Differently, I'm going to stop being so safe in Canva. I'm going to start clicking around and clicking on all kinds of stuff. And the branding and all that. I did a brand, but I didn't see all the branding kits or something you did. I have to watch the video again. But I've been pretty safe in Canva. I've been clicking things. And I think Angela asked a question, how did you get your script picture in the microphone section? But I'm going to be a little bit more exploratory in Canva.
Excellent. Yeah. Well, you can't break anything. So, you know.
That's right.
Love it. Tammy, what did you write down for the 3 questions?
Everybody stole all my answers.
Read them out anyway.
all of the ones that everybody just said was pretty much what I was looking at. But the virtual room Zoom background and the color palettes, that helped me. I mean, I knew they were there and stuff, but I didn't know you could like search specific things and stuff like that. I knew you could put a picture in there, but I didn't know that. So that helped. And then I'm going to experiment more with those. And then the gifts in the email. And then I love the people and mostly you.
Oh, yeah, the people are amazing. I love it. I'm going to share a video. It's a crazy video. I'm going to pop it into the Sparkle World for you. I might throw it in the Discord channel for everyone to go and watch. So it's about building a tribe, and it's not about the the first person. It's about the first follower that then we create a movement, and it's you guys that are creating the movement by following the crazy. You know, you shouldn't celebrate me, you celebrate you guys, because you guys are the ones that truly are creating the movement. I could be out there dancing like a crazy person all by myself, but if you weren't in here sparkling and dancing with me, we wouldn't have this sparkle movement going. So I appreciate you guys so much. So I'll drop the video that represents what I just said into the Discord channel. All right, I might actually put it in all the crazy area because we're all a little crazy, and you'll see what I mean. I'm the crazy one dancing alone, but if it wasn't for you and that first follower and you guys, we wouldn't have this sparkle movement at all. Jacqueline.
Okay. Well, I learned about the gift too. I've forgotten about that when Reba mentioned that, but you know, I learned about, you know, I got the answer to how to manipulate the brand kit into my design, because I thought I was clicking it, but I may not have. I have 3, by the way, because you know, sometimes, you know, you just need a little different flavor, but they all along the same color.
Yeah.
I guess. Anyway, what I do differently will work smarter. I'll work smarter now, you know, because, you know, it won't take me as long. And what I like the most about being a VIP, the personal interaction with you and the, you know, the members of the tribe. You know, what can I say? I mean, it's like now I'm looking like a little kid running. Oh, I gotta Zoom me. You know, I can see who's there. Where's everybody? Oh, where you know? But yeah, and it's really, really cool. I mean, I love being a VIP because I knew I was going to need that extra touch. You know, I was going to have questions because I don't know what I'm doing. So I was willing to, you know, to level up, to be able to have that, you know, this time with you.
Yeah.
And it's so worth it. I mean, man, my lights came on. I'm going, that girl, y'all watch, that girl Sally Mae. I mean, you know, she is awesome. I thought people were like, oh, yes, Sally, all this. No, when I was on that thank you page, lights started coming on. I'm going, oh, okay, this is all done for me. And I can definitely move forward. Thanks for Jackie with the pep talk, by the way. I dropped my little takeaway in there. That was so awesome. I don't mean to take up time, but that was so awesome.
Yeah, well, Jackie will be back this afternoon when we go live at 2 o'clock. She said that she's got a 3 o'clock meeting, but we're live at 2, and she said, yeah, I'll come. So yeah, she helps out all of our platinum and diamond clients every week, and she's always in the VOZ. So yeah, she's amazing. Our beautiful Jackie, who helps people with confidence, and she just gave me goosebumps thinking about her. She is such a gem, and I'm so grateful for her to be on the team. All right, well, it's time to wrap up. As always, I've gone over time, and I actually have a meeting starting in 15 minutes I got to get to. Alfreda says, why can't I get into the VIP room anymore? Okay, there are 3 different VIP rooms. Is this one you're actually in? Because there is a VIP room for Canva Made Easy. So you actually need to be in the Canva Club to get into this particular room that happens this time every week. Somewhere along the bottom here, you'll see how you can join if you're not. We are running a special at the moment for $7 to come and hang out and see if it's your jam. The second VIP room is the one we're running for List Growth Made Easy. That one's ending in a couple of weeks. It was a one-off, like an accountability boot camp group to get through List Growth Made Easy. So that will be going away. And then the other one that reoccurs every week is Monday. Oh no, it's not Monday Mentoring anymore. It was that for 2 years. It's Mentoring with Sally because she lost the vote. So Mentoring with Sally happens every Monday in America, Tuesday in Australia. So the 2 reoccurring VIP rooms that we live stream is this Canva one. You need to be in the club for that. And the Monday the Mentoring with Sally that happens on a Monday or Tuesday, depending on where you are in the world. And that one, again, is a monthly membership, and you get access to thousands of hours of videos if you are joining that as well. It's definitely more business, sales and marketing focused, that one. This one's about branding and design, and the other one is about marketing and sales. All right, gorgeous people. Well, I'm going to have to dash because I have a meeting starting in 15 minutes I need to run off to. hello. As always, guys, if you want to come and join us, we have the free training at Canva Made Easy. If it's the first time you're catching us here, as a Canva Club member, you guys get access to that for life. No, for the life of your subscription, unless you're a BBME, then, you founders, you know who you are. Yeah, well, I'm going to be back in a couple of, what time is it now? It's 11:15 here. So I'll be back at 2 p.m. my time. Check the Sparkle Class Academy calendar for, I don't know where the link is here. Check the sparkleclassacademy.com calendar if you want to know in your own time zone, because the new calendar is so sexy. I love it. So go and check that out, and you'll be able to submit your questions for office hours. That will be happening in the List Growth Made Easy group. It is not a VIP one. It is just me and Jackie streaming into the group for you at 2 o'clock. All right. Have a great day. I will see you in a few hours. Never let anyone dull your sparkle. Talk to you all soon. Where's my outro? I don't think that this one has one. Oh, that's okay. I need to make one for here, but let's just put on some music to take out the show. My favorite song at the moment.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong.
Love those words.
Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long.